speckled trout. Maybe speckled trout. I said no doubt. We're going fishing today on Mobile Bay.
Welcome to Fishing Time, hosted by Team LRT, where we show you tips, tools, and rules, hooks, weights, and baits, the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly, and why safety is so important. So hang tight, we're over here at Dog River, over here in Mobile, Alabama. We got a special guest for today. We got Mr. Bobby Humphrey, the University of Alabama's finest running back ever. Woo! And we got old Buzz Bait on the wheel for today.
All right.
So everybody hang tight. More Fishing Time, hosted by Team LRT. We hope you enjoy the show. What are we fishing with today there, Buzz Bait?
Tell you what, we got an assortment of stuff we're gonna fish with today. Y'all here on the fishing show with the old Hump. Right here we got the Bass Assassin worm.
Yeah.
We're gonna Texas rig this one. Paul's got a whole variety of lures laid out here. I think all of them will probably work.
Yeah, I think we're going to start out today. We're going to be throwing some crankbaits, some old man's crankbaits. We just got a big shipment in from old Lanny Deal over at Man's Baits.
Yes, we did. We're gonna hook one of these up for the Hump right here. This right here is a good color here at Dog River. We're gonna tie this on the Hump's pole, see if he can snag some of these fish out here.
That's right.
There's a variety of fish out here, as y'all know. You can catch flounder, specks, reds, bass. There's even striped bass out here in Dog River.
Oh, pearl and black crankbait by Man's Bait.
So what you think about it, Hump?
I think we're gonna have a pretty good day today. We get us in some calm water, and Paul hooking me up right now. Crankbait. What is this bang?
Bang juice.
Bang juice.
I tell you what, we're going to use some bang juice today. It's a scented, it scents your bait. And they say it enhances your bait and catches more fish.
All right. Boy, it sure has a pretty enticing smell to it.
Yeah, very enticing.
It does if you're a fish, dog. Yeah, old Bang. They got them this is the shrimp formula scent. Tell you what, like old Crab Claw said, it's always good to have some scents on your lures. It does attract, you know, the fish. Fish are sight, smell, and feel. It's how they react to bait.
There's pole number one.
There's pole number one. We got this one right here, old Robin. Bass Assassins sent us some awesome plastic baits. Saltwater series and freshwater series. Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, that's
certainly gonna put it to the test today.
That's a crawfish, pearl, belly by Bass Assassin. Worm bait.
Got some good scent to it.
We'll spray a little bang on that too.
Let's spray a little bang on the
This
crankbait.
for the big fish right here, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing in the big one.
Love it.
Look here. Hey, Crab Claw, spray a little bit of this on his crankbait there, but you always want to do this over the boat or away from the boat, never over the boat.
And
You
never
don't get it in your clothes, do you?
And never into the wind.
Never into the wind. Always
Hey, let's try that into the wind and see if it works.
That's right. Always look out for your feller fishermen when you're spraying this stuff, because it does have some aroma to it, and if it gets on your clothes, your old lady's not gonna like it when you come home smelling like that, Bubba. She's gonna want to know what in the world you got on, man.
Sea shad. I'm gonna be throwing soft plastic pearl white. Also by Bass Assassin.
Yeah, we could rig old Hump up with a worm. Oh, Robin, we're also gonna try, this is my favorite color worm. Right here is the June bug. And old Bass Assassin, that daggum Robin done sent us some June bug worms on it that they so enticing. I might even eat one of them, son.
But I'll show y'all a little technique on this little Bass Assassin soft plastic. You know, I think we showed y'all before. But what you want to do is we got a 1/4 ounce lead weight hook with about a 2/0 hook. And what we'll do is we'll go from the top part of it about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. We'll push it through, and we'll push it all the way to the top. Makes her nice and straight. Soft plastic swim bait. What's old Crab Claw's gonna be fishing with today?
Tell you what, he has sent some nice ones. Let me tell y'all, that man's baits, buddy. That right there's got some good shine to it there, Bo.
Yeah, man's bait. You know, we like to use colors that look like fish. I mean, you have chartreuse and orange, but you wonder, Bob, you know, why would they hit something orange or chartreuse or yellow? You know,
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask you, why would they?
You know, I probably think that more than likely they're probably not used to it, and they probably attack that kind of a bait just to try to scare it, and then I guess every now and then you'll catch one in a jug.
I just reached in the bag and just pulled out another one of them Bass Assassin lures right here. This is the Viper Shad. Now, believe it or not, this is a true story. Before I met up with my partners here, the Hump and the Crab Claw, I was watching some TV, and I don't know who it was, but they was using shad. And this Viper Shad right here, that color right there, has got to be dynamite for catching these bass here in Dog River. So I will be tying one of these on before the end of the day.
That's right. So what kind of pole are you gonna let me fish with there today, Buzz, mate? I see the Hump's got him a
I
pole.
ain't got mine. I like to fish with this open face. I can control it a little better. So I'm good to go here.
Yeah, as you can see, Bobby's fishing with an open face spinning reel, and then I guess me and Buzzbait is going to be throwing a bait caster, which is a little bit different rig. We'll give y'all a demonstration on how you throw each styles of the open face and the bait caster here later on in the show.
We got plenty of poles rigged up. We got plenty of bait here. We got man's bait. We got Bass Assassins. We just got it all. We got the Daiichi hooks. We got just all kinds of good stuff going on here. So y'all stay tuned with the Hump, the old Crab Claw, no bird bait. Go out here and see if we can't catch some of these big.
Sounds good to me. Let's go get them.
Let's do it. All right, we in the water now, Buzzbait.
We're in the water. The water right here, y'all, is a little muddy. It's a little muddy here in the main part of Dog River, as you can see.
Yes, a little muddy. The wind's blowing, I think, about, what, 20 miles out to west?
It's coming, it's galing a little bit here. But our plan is to get out of the wind, see if we can get back here and find some of these fish in some of these creeks. You can see we got a little more room now for the Hump to sprawl out and have a good time on the skeeter boat. Last time that me and the Crab Claw was fishing, the water temperature was 75.
So what kind of water temperature are we sitting on right now?
68.
68. So it's even colder than what it was.
That's exactly right, Crab Claw. What happened the last couple of days, it has been serious bad weather here around the Mobile region. And we have had, like, in some places, Hump, I think they estimated 14 inches of rain. I mean, it was just unbelievable. So what happened, a northerner came in, and that's why it's kind of chilly today. It's come in and it's dropped the water temperature in all these river systems.
Well, it's amazing that it would drop 6 degrees within
Just
a
like
week.
that. That's right. It's 68.6. The last time it was 75.6.
That's just unbelievable, ain't it?
So, but you know, I'm just showing Bobby some of the electronics that the skeeter boat comes equipped with. The water temperature's still cool, so the specs are still in here. They might not be as many, but you do have a good chance on catching a speckled trout here in Dog River, in any part of Dog River.
Have you ever fished over here before, Bobby?
It's my first time fishing here, Paul.
First time over at Dog River?
Yeah, first time at Dog River, and it looks good. Water's calm back here. Still a little muddy.
But we're gonna give her a lick though, ain't
Yeah,
we?
we're gonna try to see what we can do.
All right, so we about to throw the first drop of the day here just a little while.
Yeah, he was, Bobby asked about some crappie being in the river. And, yes, I know there's crappie in here. I've caught one or two before. But, he asked me, and I said, and he said, why? And I said, I really don't see a whole lot of people crappie fishing in Dog River.
I don't either. I'm thinking because of the brackish water, with that salt water in there,
Maybe they're not.
And that was the question I was going to ask. Is this still, you mentioned about bass and you mentioned about speckled trout. Are those the fishes that cross over from salt water to fresh water? And where's the cutoff here in the river where the salt water meets the fresh water?
That's a good point,
That is a good point.
The fresh water, I guess it would be, I guess you would say the north side of the river, huh? I mean,
Yeah, what Dog River does, it starts, I don't know the name of the creek that actually starts it, but what Dog River is the runoff of all the Mobile rainwater. That's where all it sheds through Dog River.
That's where it
down
ends
into
up.
the bay. And what happens, when you have a big rain that comes in, like we've had for the last 3 days, it rained, I know 2 days solid, the fresh water comes in here.
it mixes in with that salt water.
So this part, like Bobby was asking, that's a good question. This part of the river is full of fresh water right now. So we're gonna ease, the further you go back up in these creeks, off the main river, the clearer the water gets.
That's what we hope anyway.
So that's what we're doing. We're just easing back here. Hopefully the water's gonna start clearing up a little bit. We're gonna ease back in here and see if the old Hump find him some fish.
That's right. Take back up to Beham, Alabama.
That's right.
Bobby Humphrey. I mean, who is Bobby Humphrey?
I've been asked before, who is Bobby Humphrey? Well, I'm telling you, I'm just a ordinary guy who accomplished a lot in football. Married, 5 kids, and enjoy watching my kids compete. Grew up right there in Illiton Village, from my front door to gate 1 at Legion Field. The stadium was about a 2-minute walk. So I can be there within no time. Sold coats, parked cars, did all the things a young guy would do, young boy would do, growing up right there in the shadows of Legion Field. And I just had a good time. I always had the desire to play football, and played 1 year of middle school ball, and really officially started my career in football when I was a freshman at Glenn High School. So, I had a successful career, enjoyed it there at Glenn, and it closed. It's no longer at Glenn High School, so it closed my senior year. And after my senior year, and went on to play at the university, and had a successful career there, and had a stint, just a small career in the NFL, but was successful. Played 5 years in the league, and so I had a successful career. My playing days at both Denver and Miami.
Well, you made Rookie of the Year, your first year with the Denver Broncos?
Yeah, I made Rookie of the Year with Denver, made Pro Bowl. I had a lot of success my first year in the league.
A lot of quick success.
Yeah, with the Broncos. I was Rookie of the Year my first year, AFC Rookie of the Year. Barry Sanders was the overall Rookie of the Year. The league Rookie of the Year. I was Conference Rookie of the Year. But I had a lot of success, and I made the Pro Bowl my second year, which was good.
Of course, me and Buzzbait, we got us a honey hole at the end of the day now. We got us a little stretch that We try to steal the fish early, Bob, but before we, you don't want to wear out your honey hole. You don't want to go to your honey hole first,
You don't want to go to the honey hole first. You say the honey hole for when you just in.
When you gotta have it.
You gotta have it. I like that.
Because maybe we can catch them before then and save the old honey hole.
You can't let people know where your honey hole is.
We'll give them a good direction,
How many people you tell where your honey hole is there, Captain Crime Cloud?
Oh, man, honey holes are honey holes. You got to keep them nuck and tuck, Big Bob. So let me ask you, Big Bob, so when your pro career ended, what did you do after that? What did you do next?
That's an interesting question. I don't get that one asked a whole lot about adjusting to after the pros and things of that nature, but after my pro career, I went back to the University of Alabama and finished up because I left a year earlier. I didn't finish up with my schooling, so I ended up getting my degree in social work. It was probably about 5 years after I retired from the NFL. 5 6 years. So I graduated in 1998. I left Alabama in 1988.
Wow.
10 years later, I went back and. Took me about a year and a half, commuting back and forth from Birmingham to Tuscaloosa. But I finished up my degree, graduated with a social work degree, worked in the Tuscaloosa County school system, and I'm going all the way back and kind of just bring you up to what I am doing now, and without taking a whole lot of time. But I started doing some work with the Tuscaloosa County school system. Started a group called Choices and Consequences, acronym C&C group, just teaching kids in middle school, high school about facts of life and anger management, safe sex, drugs, alcohol, just a whole broad scope of things. I did that for a semester, and then I coached indoor football, believe it or not. I coached a team that threw the ball about 100% of the time, and here it is, I'm a running back. I was head coach trying to figure out how I was going to run the toss 28 in a league where the field was only about 60 yards long and about 85 feet wide. So that was interesting. Now you're talking about a challenge, but I did that for 6 years for the Birmingham Steel Dogs, and then I went into the ready-mix business. Did that for about 6 years as a salesman, selling ready-mix concrete and block and pavers and all those accessories that's dealing with concrete. And now I'm currently working as business development for Bryant Bank. And yes, that is Mr. Bryant, Paul Bryant Jr., family's business that he has. And I've been working with him now for the past 2 years. They're business development, bringing in business for the bank. And on the side, other than raising my 5 children, I help develop about 150 kids 3 months out of the summer. So my wife Barbara and I, we have a track club, Speed City track club that we kind of run during the summer. And we take kids from ages 8 to 18, boy and girl, and we train them throughout the summer. And we run both locally, regionally, and nationally in the Junior Olympics, every summer. We've been doing this now for 6 years, and we've seen the success and the fruit of our labor by some of the kids that have gone on to LSU, Mississippi State, Florida State, South Alabama, UNA, Alabama, Auburn. We've put a lot of kids, have helped get a lot of kids in school. I'm not going to say we take totally and solely credit for their success, but we can say we was a part
of their success. By allowing them to run in the summer and training them. And I do say we try to do a good job of trying to teaching the kids how to become more responsible adults and making right decisions and doing the right thing. So we always, end practice with prayer. Every trip that we take, we pray, and we get some of the individuals, the athletes, they lead the prayer. Just teaching them life skills and things that they need to know as they continue to grow in life. And we've been doing that and have enjoyed doing it for the past, 6 years. And my wife, came up with the idea of a track club based on my kids, wanting a team. And actually Marlon Humphrey,
the one that is highly recruited now in football and track, came up with the name. My daughter Brianna, who's running track at UAB, came up with the logo, and we put the motion in action. A good friend of mine, Roddy McKinney, who is the owner and operator of Satellites Unlimited, you know, kind of was the kind of few that really started the fire. We were just talking about it, making the plans, and he kind of pushed us on. He kind of pushed us on through the door.
He said, let's do it.
So, yeah, let's do it. We were talking about doing it, but he said, come on, let's do it. Boom. And it's been running and operating in the city of Birmingham now for the past 6 years. So that's kind of what I do now. I mean, I love working with the Bryant family. They have been a godsend, you know, from a business standpoint. I love that. It gives me the flexibility to go out and do community service work that I enjoy doing, you know, with motivational speaking to youth groups at churches, banquets, and all the things that I do with, you know, participating in Relay for Life, you know, Children's Village, all the things that I like to be involved in my community and helping develop and grow my community, especially young people. So, you know, Mr. Bryan and my job allows me to be able to be a vocal part and very visible in the community, just not talking, but actually a visible part in helping the community grow.
Always giving back, ain't you, Big Bob?
Hey man, you gotta give it forward all the time. I mean, you know, I always believe in that scripture in the Bible that says more blessed to give than it is to receive. So the blessing part is on the giving part. So I feel like you bless when you give because you have something to give, and if you're giving something, God will always give something to you.
Yeah.
So that scripture, don't get it twisted for all you receivers who think you're blessed because you're receiving some. No, if you receive it, that means you got to give it forward so you can receive more. So, and that's the kind of approach I like to take in life. You know, I want God to bless me so I can bless others, and I feel like long life is a blessing in itself. And if I can live a long time to be able to stay on this beautiful earth that God has created, and to be able to fish and hang out with my boys, you know, like crab claws.
And old Buzz, mate.
You know, it's a blessing to be out here, to be able to be in beautiful weather and to be able to fish and to take part and be a part of God's great creation. I think life is the most important thing to me, and if He gives me 3 or 4 years just by, you know, by my effort and giving forward and helping somebody else, I'll take long life. Man,
well said there, Big Bob. Let's go try to find a big speckled trout.
Let's go get them, brother.
All right, man. You got fish on?
Wait a second. Oh, I got one. Got fish on. Got fish on.
Bring him in here, huh?
Tell you what, that's a good fish right there. That fish probably go pound and a half, huh?
Yeah.
Here we go, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry with the explosion.
Green trout.
There we go, baby. Fishing with buzz bait. Paul Ortiz, better known as crab.
Crab claws in
Yeah.
Got a little icebreaker. Old Big Bob done broke the ice.
Go for it.
Well, I tell you what, that wind's humping through here, ain't it?
That wind is gone.
I tell you what, that's back to back, man. I mean,
Not big, but I mean,
not as big, but there's no size limit on bass.
there's no size limit on bass. This one here can definitely make the grease stink.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Put a little stink in the grease. Little stink in the grease.
Need those pliers, probably.
All righty, Mr. Bobby. See if we can find some pliers.
Green
Not as big as
trout.
the first one I caught.
Well, it's still a good size, though. I mean,
Size fish.
fish seem like they turned on a little bit.
We've had a couple of bites here, you know. It's always tough to fish in windy conditions. When the sun is shining, it feels good. With the wind, it's a little bit hard to control your line.
Yeah.
because you toss one way and the line can blow another way, but you know, be able to get fish on and put a couple fish in the boat, been pretty good, you know, based on the weather conditions.
I hear you, Hump. I hear you.
$1,000 camera, it takes a while for it to click.
I mean, it's a little slow, but she catches, she speeds on in there, Big Bob.
What you think?
Buzz bait and the hump. Fishing with Team Lartiz.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it, John.
Beautiful day today.
You better believe it. Y'all just stay tuned, man. We got more fishing to do here with the hump, crab claw, and the buzz bait. We're gonna go up here and see if we can find some clear water going to the honey hole.
The honey hole.
Come on down
To the seafood shop
where the seafood's fresh.
and the gumbo's hot.
At the seafood shop where you pick 'em.
And we steam 'em.
Hollow spot, bridge over recipe.
Spicy and hot.
At the seafood shop. At the seafood shop. Come on down
To the seafood shop
where the seafood's fresh.
and the gumbo's hot.
Where you pick 'em.
And we steam 'em.
Hollow spot. So y'all come see us at the seafood shop.
Where the seafood's fresh.
And the gumbo's hot.
You pick it.
We steam it.
Hot on the spot.
Either original
Or spicy hot.
at the seafood shop.
That's right, the seafood shop.
230-43 Perdido Beach Boulevard, Orange Beach, Alabama,
We hope to see y'all soon.
where we appreciate your business.
So this is Hall's Mill Creek on buzz bait.
This right here is the back of Hall's Mill. Hall's Mill Creek.
Doesn't look like a whole lot of development. Oh, got him just about, that's right on the lip though, ain't it? That's a little bit nicer.
There, Bo.
That's a little bit nicer fish, ain't it?
This is a nicer fish. About to lose him on the lip though.
Look at old Big
Yeah, I
Bob
hear
gonna
you, Bob.
lip him. Big Bob gonna lip him like that. So I guess that's three fish so far, 3 box keepers.
I tell you, buddy.
Dog River, catching green trout with Bobby Humphrey.
Just put him in the boat.
Ooh.
Believe we got us a little supper tonight.
We're working on it anyway, ain't we, Big Bob?
That's right. That came out of my head on that one.
Job well done. Let's go get us another one. What you fixing to do there, Big Bob?
Got me a little bang juice here.
Bang juice.
Yeah, gonna spray this liquid on, see if we can bang them up, baby.
I hear you. I hear you.
See if we can bang them up.
So Big Bob's gonna
Don't
spray.
want to spray this in the wind. Tell you that right there. And don't want to get it on your clothes. Don't smell all that great if you got a female friend, you know.
Bang juice. So you're just gonna spray it on that artificial bait and they're gonna enhance it and like you said, you're hoping for a big bang.
A big bang.
You got fish on. Look at old Big Bob.
Bring him in, Bob.
You got fish on?
Oh, got off.
Gosh, dog it. I seen it.
I snatched it right out of his lip. He had him on.
Well, at least we're getting some good action though.
I felt that thing on there.
I saw him. That's a little old butterbean bass.
Oh.
A feisty fella there.
Yes, he is, huh? That one right there wants to say hello to you. Hey, huh? what you gonna tell him, huh? Gonna have to grow up?
Yeah, come back and catch me another day. Throw me back so I can maybe try this lick another day. Catching bass over here at Dog River. Hadn't caught anything but bass. I guess that's the fourth, and we've missed two. But it seems to be working through the wind anyway. Throwing these crankbaits by Man's Baits. We've been throwing Bass Assassins, saltwater series with the scents, and then Big Bob, he put on some bang juice. You think that bang juice helped you out on that last fish?
Bang juice helped me out tremendously. I tell you, that bang juice really brings bang in.
Well, I tell you what though, it's a serious catch because he just put the bang juice on there, and lo and behold, I got bang on.
I put it on, tossed out, hooked the fish. That's worked pretty well that way, huh?
Yeah, well, other than the cameraman telling Big Bob, slow down, I gotta get to the camera, Bob. And then he jumps off on me.
It's all good.
That's right. Old Buzzbait's hogging the front of the boat on you there, Big Bob. having to wait for your spots, huh?
Well, I don't know how. Trying to figure out how far Buzzbait gonna go up in here. We're gonna come out on the other side, Buzzbait.
I don't know what we're gonna do, Hump. I'm kind of like this isn't really good.
Our boat guy kind of confused there, Carl.
Slightly. Buzzbait confused.
You don't know which way we're gonna go, left, right, or straight.
Buzzbait wants to get out of this challenge stuff, and we can't get no action. Let's do it. Get out of here.
Let's see which way he's gonna go.
I don't think it comes out, huh?
That Bass Assassin looks good going through the water, though, don't it?
You know what? It moves really well.
You got another one of them butterbean fish, huh?
Sure didn't. That's one that's showing up.
Yeah, that one there make the grease stink, but it sure wouldn't fulfill the appetite.
No, that's more of a potato chip bite right there, ain't it, Captain?
Boy, but they sure like that crankbait. They eat that crankbait up. You need your hat?
Yeah.
You still got your hair, man. You don't need a hat.
Came this far, then he's gonna dump me in the water.
They're gonna dump me in the water. All right, so what do you think about today's fishing excursion there, Mr. Bobby Humphrey?
You know what? The day was great. It was a great day to be out on the water. Although the conditions weren't that well, we did catch 3 keepers and toss back another couple too, and let one get off the hook. I guess we both let one get off the hook.
Yeah.
But, but hey, it's a great day to be on the water. It's a great time to hang out with, Team Lartiz and with my good buddy Buzzbait here and Paul Lartiz. And I tell you, I had a great time. Caught a few fish, enjoyed the day. It's good to be back on the water.
What do you think, Buzzbait?
I tell you what, son, we had an outstanding afternoon here with the Hump. Like he said, we caught 3 keeper fish. We got 3 in the box. We missed 3. Hump missed a good one. Had him stuck. We had to wait on the cameraman to
Slow on the trigger.
The cameraman was a little
Blame it
slow.
on Crab Claw. He can take it, boy.
We have had an outstanding time. The weather's been great. It's been a little windy, but we want to throw our shout outs to Daiichi Hooks, the Bass Assassin.
Excellent, man. Caught my first fish on it and had him hooked, got him to the boat and let him go, but great.
Wonderful. Man's Bait. Thank you, Man's Bait. We throw some crankbaits, crankbaits. We had a couple hits on them. We caught a couple on them. All in all, we just had an outstanding afternoon.
Yeah, now I gotta throw a little bit of love out to Phi-Tech on the Ultimate Spreader Bass Cast Net. We didn't throw any cast nets today, but we got him as a sponsor for the show. I tell you what, what a joy it is to go fishing with the Hump and old Buzzbait as well.
Hey, always a pleasure. We'll do it again sometime and again in the near future. And I just look forward to hanging out with you guys again.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Huh?
Humphrey, give me chili bumps over here, Buzz, babe.
That's right.
So next time, Fishing Time, hosted by Team Lartigue. We hope y'all enjoyed the show.
Trout, I said no,